What's up, everybody? And welcome to another edition of High Mythology, the show where we burn more fire than a Zoroastrian temple and tell you guys silly stories from mythology and folklore.
Nice.
Yeah, tonight we will be diving into just kind of loosely giving you guys pretty much the cliff notes on a couple of their stories. Zoroastrianism.
Just the clitical.
The clit notes.
The clit notes.
So rub your nose in them.
Yes.
Do whatever you're going to do. It's interesting because this is one that had a lot of influence, but you don't really hear about a lot, even though it's still practiced. It up.
You find out about you're going to burn at the stake.
Steak burning.
Or tax the shit out of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Either of those things. Actually, those are both pretty accurate as to what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, I think I told you.
Well, no, any religion that you told me a little bit based on what it is. That's why I never mention if anyone's ever heard of this religion to any Christian or Catholic.
Yeah.
I'm afraid they're going to slap me.
Slap.
That doesn't exist. We burned all of you.
Yeah. I see you have a valid question about that, but let me ask you a question. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! Yeah.
That's my best guess.
Best guess. We're mixing it up on this one. I'm going to do the talking, which, as most of you know who have listened to a bunch, means it's going to be way more convoluted and less concise than when Kim does it. And she's going to make the jokes, which means
I suck.
80% less dick jokes. So
Now you got titty jokes.
Now you got titty jokes. Yeah. This one's for the ladies.
Cheryl and Crow.
Cheryl and Crow.
That's what I named mine.
That's what I named mine. That's what I named my crows. So yeah, Zoroastrianism or Mazda Yasna. Sorry for the pronunciations there. Is an Iranian religion, one of the world's oldest organized monotheistic faiths, meaning of a faith with one God, which kind of took off later on in history, as most of you may have figured out by now. There's not a lot of temples to Zeus left, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, we know how that ended.
Yeah. Basically, it's the classic that you get from a lot of later religions, the classic good versus evil, where you have the god of light, Ahura Mazda. It is so hard not to call him Azura. Every time I say it, I almost say the Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. That's where they got that. He's god of light and fire. And he's the supreme being. And then there is another... There's a bad guy, too. Ooh. Yeah. Which,
is Lucifer.
Lucifer.
It's his brother.
It's basically...
his son.
No, it's odd, because he's like a lion dog type of thing. That's just kind of a dick from the sounds of it.
Is that what that dog is on the Inhumans? Was it once a human?
Was it once a human?
Dog?
And now it is an inhuman.
And then it turned, it got its powers and it became a big giant dog that is babied by the princess chick, Crystal.
Yeah, Lockjaw.
Boom, thank
Lockjaw. Lockjaw.
Was Lockjaw once human before he metamorphed?
Yeah, that would be really shitty.
Was it a dude? Because he sees that bitch naked all the time, changing clothes. She treats that thing like a dog.
You got superpowers. What is my superpower? You can teleport anywhere you want and talk to people telepathically. That's awesome. But we're turning you into a dog, an overweight dog, and everyone's gonna always think you're a joke and so cute. No one's ever gonna take you seriously. Bye. Zoroastrianism goes back all the way possibly all the way to the 2nd millennium BC. So old school.
It's like one of the OG, the Ridge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it mainly got into recorded history around the 6th century, and it was because it was became the state religion of Persia during the time of the Persian conquest. Okay. So that's how it kind of was able to spread all the way from Persia all the way across through Europe. Because of the fact that, they went all the way up there. Till they met some Spartans, but that's a story for a different time. Allegedly met some Spartans. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right around the 7th century AD was when it declined due to the Arab Muslim conquest of Persia, which, like Kim said, led to the large-scale persecution of Zoroastrian people. It was basically get taxed or get staked.
Yeah.
Or get the fuck out. GTFO, motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't care where you go.
Yeah. But there is still currently around 110 to 120,000 Zoroastrians around the world. And it was, who was it? Someone made it popular. Some 60s or 70s person was all into it. People are going to hate me for not remembering who it was, but I apologize. This is called High Mythology, not Dusty Remembers
Knows
stuff.
your shit.
Yeah. Not Dusty Remembers. Okay. So that's kind of the basic summary of what it is.
So you mentioned the three people.
3 people.
Who were they again?
What 3 people?
The Zoroaster shit.
Oh, Ahura Mazda, bad guy. Ahariman. And then Zoroaster, who was their prophet, who was born unto earth. Which we will get into that. Has interesting similarities. It was born with some other guy who has a beard.
Filled with a deformity beard.
He was born with a full beard and a mortgage.
And a mullet.
And a mullet. He came out of the womb with 2 middle fingers, and he was holding a 6-pack. So this first story, we're going to jump into the creation story here. It's taken from their book of creation, the Buddhism? Sorry for the pronunciations, people. Which dates back to the 6th century AD. Cool thing, side note about the Zoroastrians, before I jump into the story, is that they were... they sounded like they were a pretty cool empire. Like they just wanted to spread knowledge, and it was one of the few religions that you hear of where they're like, they didn't really care if people worshipped other gods. It's totally cool by them, you just do your own thing if you're Zoroastrian.
Well, shit.
Yeah, like the original hippies.
That is not the way of the Mormon.
They'd collect books.
They are pushy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Don't push your shit on me, bro.
Don't push your shit on me. Don't get back on your bicycle. Take off that clip-on tie.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. So in the beginning, there was nothing in the world except Ahura Mazda, the wise lord who lived in the endless light, and also the evil spirit Ahariman. A hairy man.
Is there a vast void to this?
Who lived in the absolute darkness. Oh, who lived in the absolute darkness. Between them lay only emptiness. So there's your void, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, the void's always in the middle.
I was like, what the fuck is happening? Everything begins with chaos.
There's always a void. We've done enough creation myths to tell you guys this one thing we know for sure. There is always a void.
I was like, I almost had to recant my fucking thing.
Yeah. It's like as human beings, we can't avoid the void. Mm-hmm.
Even for science, there's a void before the bang.
Even in life, there's a void before the bang.
Yep. In life,
where's my
in space, in time.
In time.
Everything.
Yeah. One day, Ahura Mazda decided to make different creations. I like how they jump into this too, and this is just like a simplified version, super simplified that I found. But I love how it's just like, hey, it's fucking Tuesday. I'm bored. I've been day drinking. Why don't we make some stuff?
I'm going to make this look like a swan, but then I'm going to extend its legs really long and just spray paint it pink.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a what the fuck.
And people will call it flamingo.
Flamingo. Yeah. First, he shaped the sky made out of metal. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, shining and bright. Yeah, we're going to get into some conspiracy theories here.
Oh.
Second, he made the pure water. Third, the wise Lord created the earth flat and round with no mountains and valleys. Fourth, he made the plants moist and sweet with no bark or thorn. Fifth, he created the animals, big and small.
This is when the flamingo comes in.
This is when the flamingo comes, yeah. He's on a bender. Then he created the first man.
Ooh.
Geomard, bright, tall. Oh, I thought that was one name. I probably pronounced it wrong. Geomard?
Guillermo.
Geomard. Bright, tall, and handsome. And lastly, he created fire. Yeah. And distributed within the whole creation. The wise Lord ordered fire to serve mankind, preparing food and overcoming cold.
What makes you think women didn't come first?
See, that's an interesting thing, too. Another version I read said that he actually created man and woman at the same time. And they were like trees, basically. And then they were the same, they were genderless. And then they created
the whole they, them pronouns.
Get your pronouns. The evil spirit peeked out of his dark world to see the wise Lord's beautiful creations.
Peekaboo.
The wise Lord called him and said, "Evil spirit, aid my creatures and give them praise so that you will be immortal." The evil spirit snarled, "Why should I aid your creatures? Why should I praise them? I'm more powerful. I'll destroy you and your creatures forever and ever. We're not friends anymore. You can't come to my birthday party." Then he crawled back into his dark side to shape demons, witches, and monsters to attack the endless light.
This is where Baba Yaga was born.
Yep, all of the demon monsters. The wise Lord was all-knowing. Why did he even ask him? He knew the evil spirit was making demons to destroy his good creations. And he also knew there would be a great battle with the dark, just like in the movies. So the wise Lord fashioned 6 spirits, the holy immortals, to guard his creations against the endless dark.
His version of the Power Rangers.
Yep, exactly. Go, go, Power Rangers!
Spit your light.
The first Holy Spirit. Oh, this is gonna fuck me. Oh, this might be hard.
I'm bent over.
Sorry, folks. The first spirit was Kashatra. I got that. Cassandra. The righteous power who became the guardian of the sky. Then the wise Lord created Harvatat. Harvatat?
Heart attack?
Heart attack. The peace and perfection. She became the protector of the waters. Next, next was Spenta Armanti. Amaranti. The holy devotion. I like how they all have nicknames.
What's his name again?
You son of a bitch. Spenta Amararti. Armite. The holy
Bit
devotion.
on my hair, Armati.
Yeah, the holy devotion. I love how they all have nicknames too. They just totally like the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Karasha, righteous power. Hurva, peace and perfection. Holy devotion. The other Holy Spirit, Amaritat, the immortality, became protector of plants. I'm starting to see more of a fucking Captain Planet.
Yeah, I am too.
And when they put the rings together.
That's what I'm starting to think.
Vohu Mana, the good mind, was the fifth Holy Spirit. He chose to protect the animals. And
Go
Asha, go Bobo. And Asha Vaishta, the justice.
Asha Vanista this.
Asha La Vista, Asha Vajisha, baby. Became the guardian of fire.
Ooh.
Last, the wise Lord made his own Holy Spirit, the protector of mankind.
It's going to tickle your butthole.
Araham, the wise Lord's holy... Oh.
That sounded more like dark side shit.
Sorry. I keep getting these names. I keep adding the words like it's Viking names. Araham saw the wise Lord's holy immortals. It was like, Araham, the wise Lord's holy immortal.
Jeez.
That would be a name. And he was enraged. He cried, Ahura Mazda! Ahura Mazda! I will destroy you and all your creations. You'll never be victorious. And I'm going to have cake at my birthday and you don't get to come.
Silly buddy, surprise gifts.
Surprises.
Scratch offs.
This is hell. We've got all the clowns down here. Yeah.
And the murderous child.
That are also clowns. So he and his demons attacked Ahura Mazda's creations one by one. They tried to destroy the water, but they could only bring bitterness to it. They tried to destroy the earth, but they could only put mountains and valleys. They tried to wither the plants, but the plants only grew thorns.
And bark.
It says horns on here, but I'm pretty sure it's thorns. I wish plants grew horns. Wouldn't that be nuts? Watch out for that rose bush.
It's got horns.
It's got a rack of horns like you ain't never seen.
Don't look down on his balls underground.
It's got big old balls underground.
Never look him in the eye.
Never look him in the eye. Yeah.
Don't wear red around them. They don't like it when you try to compete.
The evil spirit and his demons brought sadness against happiness, pain against pleasure, sometimes at the same time, pollution against purification, and death against life. They attacked Gaelmard, the first man,
This
and
sounds
gave him
like some
sickness
Jesus
and death.
shit.
Jesus. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like
I
that.
didn't mean to say. I mean, it's kind of. You can see where some ideas were exchanged. Yeah.
I see that.
Abraham thought he had destroyed.
Abraham?
Abraham?
Is he based off Abraham?
No. But Abraham did come. Not from this religion, but
He came,
from,
all right.
He came, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's how he begot Isaacs. Yeah.
Oh, he
He be getting.
right.
He be getting.
Most of those guys are fuckers. Like, they fuck all the time. They don't talk about
That's all
that
you
shit
do.
in the Bible.
Yeah. What do, Abraham? We fuck and we tend our sheep.
What is it?
Sometimes
what's
both
your
at the same time, if
What's
you know
your
what I
Conan
mean.
fucking thing?
To fuck our women, tend to our sheep. And hear the lamentations of our 10 children.
Yes.
Abraham had thought he destroyed mankind and became victorious against the light. But he was ignorant and foolish. When Gaomar, the first man, died... Oh, yeah, this is where it is. From his bones grew a rhubarb plant.
Oh my! Oh,
Yeah.
like a Swiss chard?
Like a rhubarb. Full-on rhubarb.
Is that vegetable?
That is a vegetable.
I'm sorry.
Is it a fruit? You guys let us know in the comments.
at
Is a
least-
rhubarb a fruit or vegetable? After 40 years
As a rhubarb?
as a rhubarb, a man and woman,
How does it survive? That?
Masya and Masyana, grew out of the rhubarb plant.
Oh.
You see, that's weird too, because the way they say that makes me think with them growing, like they're just gradually growing. Like two children still half attached to the plant. It's like, yeah, we gotta grow more.
Wow.
Yeah. Masya and Masyana promised the wise lord that their children would help him in his battle with Araham.
Okay, whoa. So they were born together in rhubarb for 40 years together, fully grown up, full knowledge of how to read, write, etiquettes, understand concept of language. They got all that shit down. They're like, oh, I already know I'm going to fucking fuck my own brother and have like a bunch of kids to build a fucking army for you.
Is it weird?
Am I wrong?
Because they're plants, so I don't know if this...
And wouldn't that really be technically considered like nymphs?
Nymphs?
You know, those bitches that turn into trees and shit.
Trees.
Slap you
Yeah,
in the
kind of,
face.
yeah.
What's your power? I could turn into a rhubarb.
I spent 40 years as a rhubarb.
That sounds like some serious therapy. You know what I mean?
That does. Yeah. Where did
Just
you grow up? I
isolated
spent 40
and alone.
years as a rhubarb.
And I grew up with the full fucking knowledge,
Yeah.
fully adult, fully comprehensible of the world and how it works.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. I don't think I want to spend 40 years in an egg.
Oh, shoot.
I'm just going to die like next day because, you know, at that time and era, I'm 40. Which means I'm on my deathbed.
Yeah. So going back to your comment about the siblings thing.
All right.
Masyana then gave birth to 15 twins.
30 children.
That's 30 children. Each
Oh
pair
my
scattered around the world and
God.
became a race.
What's you're saying hot dog being thrown down the hallway after 4?
At that point, it's almost like a t-shirt cannon.
Shit.
Funk. Funk.
Honey catch.
Honey catch. If I arch your back just right, this one won't even have to travel. You can probably just get him to land over there in India.
This is a weapon now.
This is a weapon. A weaponized womb.
This is a weaponized womb shooting 30 kids at a time.
30.
I would try to concuss my husband if he knocked
50,
me up.
It's a double barrel, too, because it's
Slash
15
brother,
sets of twins.
my
so
brother
it's- yeah.
husband.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah. Ever loaded 15 bullet round, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine some shit? Oh my God.
Yeah.
You poor thing, honey. You need some therapy. Your brother just is now your husband.
Yeah.
Odd.
So, then each person followed the good thoughts and good deeds and good words and became a follower of the wise Lord in his battle with the evil spirit. But we know that part's not true because there are assholes out there. And so that's always the idea, is that he's constantly trying to tempt you. So that's how you tip the scales in Ahura Mazda's
Do
way
we
by
shotgun
telling the
them with our
evil guy
vaginas?
to be like, fuck off. And then you just load up that vag and just boom, boom.
Cannon.
Yeah. 2 in the head, bitch. Yeah. Oh, she shot me with baby. She can't come to my party either.
It's going to feel like a fucking beanbag pelt.
Yeah. You want to hear my beanbag shotgun?
That thing's got some force and velocity to it.
Force and velocity.
I'm a little jealous. I wish you could use that on Congress right now.
Yeah. But it's a gun.
You said I had the right. And since I can't abort them, here you go. Let me just cannon shoot all of you. Clarence Thomas, all of you motherfuckers.
Okay, on to our next story. Dugdav. Digdav. Dugdav and the Mysterious Light. This myth is partially taken from the Dinkard, the ancient Zoroastrian text. Bum, bum, bum.
Ooh. Oh, we could decipher them?
We should decipher our own texts. That would make us so much cooler. I mean, we do decipher our own text. Loser.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm over here reading tablets. Yeah. Long ago, a young girl named Dugdav lived in a small village somewhere in Central Asia. One day, Dugdav was out tending the family cattle when she suddenly heard a voice. She looked up into the blue sky and saw a large patch of white cloud right above her. Then a hole in the cloud opened up and someone's penis slid through.
Oh, wow.
It was the first ever glory hole. A ray of sunshine shone on her and a voice said, Dugdav, have been chosen to bear a very special son. Your son will grow to guide the people to righteousness and truth. Eat this sacred weed brownie, for it will give you much strength.
Ooh.
Dugdav looked around, but she didn't see anyone in front of her. However, there was a bowl of milk, and over the bowl there was a green twig.
What the fuck?
With fragrant leaves. Weed milk! Drink this weed milk!
I'm like imagining this as you're telling me. I'm like, yeah, I'm with this. What?
Dugdav reluctantly ate the strange plant and drank the milk.
Why?
I don't like this. You guys are being creepy, but you know what?
And still do it.
Fuck it. I'll show him. I'll eat this whole goddamn plant. I'll lick the bowl. When she went to wash the bowl in a nearby pond, she noticed her face.
Swollen.
Yeah, exactly.
I need an epidural.
It was that stranger that's going around convincing people to eat poison ivy and drink milk.
She got it in her butthole. I'm way up there.
Yeah. Damn it, stranger, not again. Second time this week.
Shame on me.
It glowed like the morning sun. Amazed and scared, she ran towards
Girl,
home.
you oily. Go take a
You
bath.
oily.
You shine.
You're high is what you want. Yeah. She saw her face in the water and it looked like it was melting. And she could hear colors and see sounds.
Holy shit, she is tripping.
She's tripping, yeah. She came up with an awesome riff, but she could not remember it the next day. On the way, farmers in the barley field saw her. They said, "Look at Dugdav. Her face is bright. What happened to her?"
She got hit by a car.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with her face?
She's doing the walk of shame. Look at her.
Jesus Christ.
Put some clothes on,
That
honey.
is some shiny face.
Fix your face up.
I got a towel if you want to clean that face up. As she passed by a waterfall, village women who were filling their jars with water noticed her. Oh, look at Dugdav. Oh, there's a halo around her. That god fucker.
She's radioactive.
She's
Watch out,
radioactive.
guys.
I wouldn't go near her unless I had a lead suit.
Yeah.
Dugdav reached a wide pasture where several men were preparing for a chariot race. The warriors saw her and cried, "Look at that girl's face! What's wrong with her?"
She's got Down syndrome. Don't ask her.
Everyone, just the worst thing you could say to her. "Hi, how's it going?" "Oh my God, your face! What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I'm just a little hungover, guys. Keep it down. It's so bright out
It's
here.
so bright.
I'm gonna throw it.
It's bright out here. Is that just your fucked up face? Dugdav finally reached home. As she stepped through the door, the dark room brightened up. Her face glittered more than the burning fire in the altar.
Stronger than the twilight devil.
Yeah. When her brothers saw her, they were amazed. What happened to you, Detective?
Did you run through a fucking glitter cloud? Somebody stick a bunch of glue to you?
What the fuck is wrong with
Are
your
you
face?
now a disco ball? You a flying UFO? You sending signals out there?
Sending signals? Yeah.
This is how ancient aliens found us.
They asked. There's a halo around your face. Dugdad explained to them what had happened with the glory hole in the sky. Now a dong had come down an array of light.
And just showered her. So.
Just showered. It made her drink a bowl of milk and eat some strange herbs.
That wasn't a bowl of milk, dude.
Yeah,
that was like
exactly.
A bowl of fucking semen, That was fucking all mayonnaise.
Drink that milk.
No wonder she was reluctant.
Yeah, this milk looks viscous.
Either I get smited by a god for not doing as I'm told, or I'm forcefully to swallow this man's cum.
Yeah, this whole bowl. At least he left me some mint.
A nice mint aftertaste. Just a little fragrant.
Fragrant, yeah.
Smell this with every bite.
The next day, all the villagers saw Dugdab's face and got really frightened.
I would too. She's radioactive. Yeah. Run.
Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't mention in here also, but Dugdab is also 15.
Oh, fuck me. It's a Little Mermaid.
It's a Little Mermaid. Yeah. They thought Dugdab was bewitched. So they went to Dugdab's father and said, Fahim, have you noticed the golden light around your daughter's face? Just that fucking face. She's turned into an evil witch for sure. We've got to kill her, or she'll probably destroy the village, and I don't know, probably all of us too. It's scary. I'm scared.
She's waiting to blow. It's gonna be fucking season 3 of The Boys.
Yeah. Dugdab's father was a wise sage. I don't know why I imagined him smoking a long pipe like Gandalf and just raising a middle finger to that lady. Just a slow middle finger, not even a word response. You've got to do something about your daughter. And he's like, yeah,
Yeah, sure will.
I'm just going to smoke my long pipe. He knew his daughter had to be very special to have a golden light surrounding her. So he refused to hand her over. But the villagers didn't give up. They complained to the Carapans, the high priests of the village. The Carapans were ignorant and mean, but they had much influence. Yep, sounds familiar.
See, this sounds like Rapunzel's, the Disney's Rapunzel. Yeah. If she didn't get her hair cut off and the villagers saw the princess with magical glowing hair, they would think she's a witch. Burn her at the fucking stake.
Burn her hair first.
Like, with that time, day, and era, you are lucky Flynn cut your fucking hair off, bitch.
They complain. Oh, yeah. They decided to put Dugdab through a fire ordeal to see if she was guilty. This is no harm. We're just going to test her, see how guilty she is. If she's guilty or not, she'll burn because we're just going to throw her in her fire.
Right? What the fuck? How do you prove that?
Yeah. Well, it turns out she wasn't a witch. Yeah. That's 3 for 3. Yeah. What else should we throw in the fire? The next day at sunset, they lit a large bonfire. All the village gathered to see the fire ordeal. I like how they call it that. That seems like a nice... What should we call it? Executing someone who's most likely innocent by fire? Let's call it a fire ordeal. Then it sounds like a thing, you know?
It's a little get-together, an organization.
It's just an ordeal.
It's like a town barbecue, you know? BYOB. Sorry.
BYOB. Bring your own
blood
person to burn.
Bring your own body.
Yeah. We're just having a burning.
Grandma died last week. Bring her in.
Fahim Rava stood calmly among the crowd, for he was confident of his daughter's innocence. Dugdab's mother, however, cried with worry. She said, it's no way she's pure. I know.
Because all women are just hysterical.
Yeah. The evil Carpans pushed Dugdab through the fire. Dugdab was frightened, but she did not show her fear. She bravely stepped into the blazing fire. The crowd cheered. They thought they had destroyed their witch. But Dugdav emerged from the fire unharmed. Her bare feet, white dress, and long hair were all burnt off, and she had 3 baby dragons. Super outside. That's the end of Game of Thrones.
Oh, there you go.
Her long hair were untouched. The crowd gasped with surprise. The mean Carpans frowned. We don't like this. They weren't pleased at all. We're not pleased.
That shit ain't right.
But they remained silent. A few months later, a mysterious disease swept the village, killing all the camels.
Jesus.
And the cows.
Wow.
It's just out in left field. Story's just changing. You didn't know this was going to be a plague story. The villagers didn't know what to do. They prayed to their gods, but the livestock kept dying. The priest told the people that someone in the village was using black magic to kill their animals. Who could do this, the villagers wondered. Now, who could do this? People felt anxious and were ready to blame someone. The next evening, as Dugdav and her family were quietly having supper, they heard a lot of noise outside their home. What could it be?
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Make them a blowout.
Make some a blowout. Yeah. Dugdav looked out of the window and saw a large crowd gathered around the house. The angry villagers stood outside with torches in their hands.
This is what the fucking the riots were like.
Yeah.
The storming of the Capitol.
They all had tiki torches.
See, it's just common human nature to do stupid shit like this.
Okay. The Carpans were among them. Someone in the crowd shouted, Dugdav, you're an evil witch. You're using black magic to kill all of the cows. And I really like my cows. Come out or we'll burn your house down. You evil person. Another man cried, Farm Rabba, give up your daughter now. Mark the demon, and then if she stays alive, we'll lose our cattle. We'll lose our jabs. The crowd went wild. Dugdav the witch. Dugdav the witch. Scared, and rightfully so, Dugdav and her family remained inside. They didn't know what to do. Shaken, they gathered around the family fire altar. Because that's also a thing. Fire is big in the religion. Everyone has a fire altar.
Oh.
They have fires that are still going.
Mm-hmm.
That were set in like 400, 500 AD.
That's still burning today?
It's still burning, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Where are you going to find this?
Middle East.
Get back to me somewhere.
Get back to me. Somewhere. You can find it somewhere.
You look it up, bitch.
I'm sure you can find it.
I wanted to mention it to you. That's it.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually expecting you to question me about it.
Shaken, the family gathered around the fire altar, placed some incense in the fire, and prayed to be saved. That night, Dugdav's father realized his daughter was in real danger. Oh, no. So he decided to send her to a friend's house in a faraway place. My dear.
Up to her tower you go.
You have to go to the Spatima family. The Spatimas will take care of you. If you stay here, the villagers will surely kill you, said her father. Before dawn, Dugdav took to her best friend's horse and quickly rode out of the village. She rode for 2 days until she came across a man carrying his sick mother on his back. He was taking her to a healer over the mountains. When Dugdav saw how the man suffered, she offered him her horse. The man got very happy and thanked Dugdav for her kindness. Then he offered her a bowl of strange milk. Breakfast milk.
That's a piece of spearmint.
Dugdav continued her journey on foot for many days and nights until she reached the White Forest. She wandered in the forest for days, unable to find her way out. She sounds just horrible with directions. It's like, go to your friend's house. It's literally 25 minutes away. And she's like, okay, get on the horse and just keep riding.
Told you, she had Down syndrome, dude.
Just let the horse take me.
She has no control over
I wasn't going to tell the horse where to go. He seemed like he knew where he was going.
He just kept going. Hey, that's all I could say.
Her soft leather boots tore and her toes bled. Tired and hungry, she sat down under a tree to rest. Dugdab looked around. All around her loomed tall trees. She thought with tears in her eyes, what if the devils or witches could come out of the forest to hurt me? All at once, from behind a bush appeared a white horse. Its mane and tail were golden, and its saddle was silver. Dugdab got on the horse and galloped away so fast it seemed as if they were flying.
Woo!
Yeah.
I dig it.
They left the forest and passed the wheat fields and grassy hills until they crossed a large river. On the shores of that river stood a village with mud brick houses.
Took like 5 minutes.
Took like 5 minutes, yeah. She was literally just right outside of the neighborhood. Yeah. Dugdab knew that Spitama clan lived in this village. She wanted to thank the kind horse for bringing her there, but the horse had already disappeared. Poof.
Oh.
Nay.
Was it even there? Was
it even there? Was she just chirping? It's still some residuals from that plant.
Well, 5 minutes. Yeah. She actually took like 5 years.
The Spitamas were wise and kind. They realized that Dugdab was a special girl, so they let her stay with them and lovingly took care of her.
This one looks special. Look at her glisten.
Look how glowy she is. Someone throw a towel on her face. I'm trying to take a nap.
You light up a room simply by walking in it. Literally.
I could see using
As
her
for
too.
your personality.
I would totally be that dick. I'd be like, you can stay here, but I'm going to need your help. I'm cleaning out the gutters later. I'm going to need you to get a ladder. Stand about a foot above me, looking down. I'm fixing my car. I'm going to need you a little bit to the left. Okay, right there.
When I need you outside for tea as a bug lantern.
Yeah. Yeah. I need you to stand on my front porch.
We got a Boeing 464 plane driver that's out of order right now.
we need you to just stand on the runway and move your face around.
Well, she can use her arms too, right? It sounds like she's all
Oh, she's all glowy. Yeah.
Sounds like Princess Moonlight.
Yeah. Dugdab later married one of their sons.
Oh,
a
shit.
kind farmer named Purishapa. Purishashpa.
So her friend?
Her friend's brother.
Ah, shit.
One day, on the 6th day of spring, Dugdab gave birth to a boy called Zoroastrianism. God damn, that lisped out. Zoroastrianism. When Zoroastrianism grew up, Ahura Mazda, the wise lord, chose him to guide the people to righteousness and happiness. He said, go on, be righteous, my brother.
How old was this child when he told him that? Like a newborn?
Newborn. Be righteous and rock on, little baby. And the baby, who already had a full beard, just put up the heavy metal horns and was like, rock on.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So that is, that's an intro into the whole idea of Zoroastrianism for you guys.
So that was Jesus pretty much for them.
Yeah. And next time, not next week, but next time.
That was a way funner fucking Virgin Mary's.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, maybe that's how Virgin Mary got
she ate some
sunlight.
Shit. Yeah.
She drank a bowl of semen.
God put his dick through a glory hole in the sky. He said, I'm not telling you what to do, but I am just putting this out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my peanuts.
No, drink it. Drink what's left.
Drink that bowl over there. This got weird, but okay. I am reluctant.
You might want to floss your teeth afterwards.
Yeah. So viscous. Yeah, hope you folks enjoyed that. We're going to do more of this because I do got more more stories for future episodes. So, next time, look forward to us jumping into Zoroaster's story. We're going to actually get into his life and what he did and all the shit he did, as well as some other cool stories for you there.
I already know what I'm doing next.
Yeah, I mean, not next week, but next time we do a Zoroastrian episode, which will be a couple. I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 of these. Okay. So I don't know if it'll be a biquel or a trequel. Oh,
you're trying to up my...
I'm trying to... I can't up my... There's no... Let's be honest, people. I'm smart. I know there's no one-upping. What is this? My balls for dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I can.
Oh, but I can. Yeah. What is this? My scrot for supper?
You want it.
You want it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, put up a temple in our honor.
Yes.
At least an altar. I mean, is that too much to ask? Maybe a statue. Give me abs. If you do a statue, give me abs.
I will be smoted. Do not make it for me. You can raise an altar all you want, but it's not to be dedicated to me. Thank you. Let me clarify that one.
Tune in next time where we'll have some more exciting, fun stories. Check out our merch.
Yes.
Teespring.com, teespring.com/high-mythology-merch.
And more photos to come.
Yeah.
I'm working. I have a couple I got in my...
Yeah, and I'm working on updating some stuff too. It does help us. We really do appreciate all of you who listen to the show. We love you guys. Yeah. We're happy to bring it to so many people in so many different places. A lot of people in a lot of different countries.
Yeah.
Have been listening, and we love you. Let us know what you think. If there's comments, if there's thumbs ups, if there's any of that, just do it. Let us know because we like you guys. If you comment something that's funny enough, we might put it on a shirt. So there's always that to look forward to. Until next week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.